Oh my god. Oh, oh no. Why does this keep happening? Oh, let's see. Okay. I'm not tripping. That's because it went to the wrong line. Oh, okay, it's fine. There it is. And then just boop. Okay, and we are live. What's the right button in there? Yes. I'm shaking the mess out of my camera right now. Oh my god. Can't wait till I get rid of this cough. There it is. Okay. Oop. I said bucket froze for a second. Excuse me. Oh no, it was just congested. Alrighty then. Well, we are live, but technically we aren't in the game yet. So yeah, I guess we're just lobbying right now. This lobby is taking forever. You know, this is the one thing that I kind of I'm glad they haven't made any like recent big patches out or big expansions out yet, because I'm not looking forward to any of that queue wise. Like everybody leaving briefly and then coming back is fine. That's fine. But me trying to get back in here and the queue times be at 2,000? Oh yeah, no. I'm not ready for that whatsoever. But yeah, welcome back. We are progressing through the main story again. Let me see. Try as I might, I cannot shake a creeping sense of dark foreboding, but it avails us not to fret about the unknown. We must concentrate instead on the problems of the present. The primals have been relatively quiet of late, and the beast tribes who summon them are under constant surveillance by grand companies. Should any suspicious activity be afoot, you may be certain that we will hear of it. And until such time as a permanent solution to the primal problem has been found, we can do little but wait and observe. As for the Asians, Urianger is wholly dedicated to finding the means by which we may defeat the dark beings. Let us pray for good tidings on that front. But all of this you knew already. Let us speak then of more matters, or more current matters, in particular the state of the Crystal Braves. Alphino did well to found the organization, but ensuring its smooth operation is another matter entirely. Though I doubt not that he is doing his best, I felt that a helping hand or two would not go astray. To this end, I offered to send one of the Archons to assist him, but he declined. You know how he can be, independent to a fault and singularly loath to accept help. Save, of course, when that help comes from you. Alphino has entrusted countless matters of import to your care in the past, and I believe he would not hesitate to do so again, were you to offer. I should be most grateful if you would go to him and support him in whatever manner you are able. Aye, aye, Captain. So essentially, buddy just would not take help from you because he hates you guys on the low. Okay, that's in the mark. I don't know when I became his favorite. I just am. I don't be trying to be anybody's favorite. I need to change. This has become my new favorite. Oop. Except for the hat. There we go. Okay. Alright, so I need to go find Alphino, which he's literally down the hallway. You could have just brought him in here for that conversation. She could have told him, and I quote, "Hey, hi, so you need to start accepting help, fam." Thancred, put the knife down. What is it, Lucid? And do be concise. I am rather busy. You would lend a hand, you say? I see. Well, now that you mention it, there is a matter that wants for attention. Given its sensitive nature, I was hesitant to entrust it to my braves, but the demands upon my time are such that I had little choice. Which is not to say that my men want for labor. Though we are but newly formed, there's already a great demand for our services, and we are hard pressed to answer all petitions, but I digress. The fact is, I would sooner attend to this particular matter myself, but my presence is required elsewhere. That being the case, I have entrusted its resolution to my second in command, Captain Ilbert. Tell him that I sent you, and he will furnish you with the particulars. My thanks in advance, Lucid. Alright. LB, what's good, fam? What's good? Apparently nothing's good.
Hail to you, sire. How might we serve you?
You're the first side character to actually get a voice, man. You're special.
Commander Leveilleur bade you serve us? These are welcome tidings indeed. Given the sensitive nature of the task, I could not rely on one of my own.
Okay.
That which I'm about to tell you, I tell you in the strictest confidence. Some days ago, we received certain documents from an anonymous source. They notified us of the presence of a Garlean agent within the ranks of one of the Grand Companies. Following some discreet inquiries, we identified a suspect among the Immortal Flames, whom we detained for questioning. Alas, the man was not our agent. He was but one of many men in the agent's employ. We pressed the traitor for a name, but he had none to give. He claims never to have met his master, whom he knows only as the Ivy. He was, however, certain that this Ivy had coiled itself around every part of the Immortal Flames. It would seem our quarry joined the company some time ago, and gradually recruited others to his cause. These conspirators are the vines by which he learns our secrets, all without exposing himself. It won't be easy to identify the Ivy amidst this tangled mass of subterfuge, but we have a tendril in our hands, and we shall follow it all the way to the gnarled root. Now, much as I would prefer to proceed with due discretion, circumstances demand that this matter be settled post-haste. Garlemald's War of Succession nears its end, and it is feared that the Empire will soon resume its march on Eorzea. When it does, we can ill afford to have traitors in our midst. The Ivy must be rooted out now. We must begin by apprising General Roban of our findings. I would ask that you accompany me to the Hall of Flames and remain on hand to see that things go smoothly. Assuming the Ivy's tendrils are as widespread as we believe, he will be aware that an investigation is underway, and if that is the case, he may well move against us. We must be prepared for anything, while taking care not to betray our purpose by seeming prepared. A simple enough task for a one-man army like you.
All right, Ilbert, let's go do this thing. I trust you because you have a voice actor, and not many people get a voice actor. As a matter of fact, you make my job easier, sir. I have to voice you guys. You know how hard? You know what? I'll go over the details later. It's fine. It's fine. I won't release everything in front of now. It's fine. I like your outfit. It's very woodsy. Let's see. Where am I supposed to be heading? Oh, Hall of Flames. I'm literally right there. What am I doing? I get so confused whenever I come here. This glam, it eats. And I see what you did with the hair, probably because of the glam. Or maybe the glam was because of the hair. Either way, it eats. 5 out of 5. Would wear myself. Ah, there it is.
Well, well, what brings you here, my friend?
He is here at my behest. Greetings, Roban. It has been a while.
Hilbert, you old scoundrel. When they told me you'd be visiting, I scarce believed my ears.
That's the softest his face has ever went. He doesn't get that soft when he's talking to me.
But look at you, the honored captain of the Crystal Bloody Braves. Who'd have imagined, eh?
Not many, but fewer still would have imagined your destiny lay in politics, old friend.
Aye, we've both come far, have we not?
Man,
Lest you wonder, Hilbert and I go back a long way. We've been friends and rivals since we were lads. The last time we saw each other, Alamigo had just fallen, so you can guess how many summers it's been. And in all that time, not a word from the fool.
Ah, well, my dealings tended toward the modest and mundane, unlike some I could mention. As I hear it, no sooner did you reach Thanaland than the brass blades clapped you in irons and dragged you off to die on the blood sands. Being a stubborn sort, you won 1,000 matches and earned yourself a place in the people's hearts while you were about it. Then, with your mountain of prize money, you bought the Colosseum and secured a seat on the Syndicate. Those balls, brother! Rags to riches does not do it justice. You're a hero to the common man.
His story is quite, like, really crazy.
Bah, spare me. I'm no hero. If anyone is worthy of that title, it's our friend here. Next to him, I'm little more than a glorified butcher. But you, Wilbert, you sell yourself short. By all accounts, you are an adventurer of some standing.
I like to think that I did my part for the greater good. But if you're no hero, then I'm no adventurer, not in this company. Anyway. I have tidings.
So there has been progress. I've let it be known that this meeting is a reunion between old friends. None will give your visit a second thought. To convene elsewhere would only attract attention. Let us speak here, in plain view of all. So it is we who have been compromised. Teleji Adeleji's machinations have shaken Ul'dah to her foundations. In such uncertain times, a man's loyalty may be bought for a fistful of gil. But if this snake has truly been in our midst for as long as you say, we must needs consider a far graver possibility. Conspiracy.
That was a loud pop. Oh my god. I'm sorry.
The Empire from the first. Very well. I will have my most trusted men investigate the matter. Continue your inquiries in the meantime. It does me well to see you again, old friend. When next we meet, let it be over a flagon of ale.
I look forward to it. Let us reminisce of bygone days and drink to the future of our homeland.
I hate that they gave her that armor because her hair is clipping through the armor. And I hate it.
You wear the mantle well, old friend. I must work hard if I'm to keep up. Well, it would seem your services were not required after all. I dare say we have Roban's prudence to thank for that. Still, I was glad of your presence. My thanks, Scion.
Oh my god, like I actually gotta start thinking about the glam piece they give me now because of that whole new patch thing. Like I'm gonna use these. Look at this. I'm like, bro, look at the color on that. I'm getting these. For the glams. Get it for the glams. Oh, even more glam stuff. I don't see it. Or is that how they look? Oh, that's how they look. Oh, they start one kind of look good. I kind of like that. I'm gonna have to get this stuff. for the ivy begins in earnest, Scion. Suffice it to say, we must tread warily, but one misstep may well cost us our lives. Our business here is concluded for the time being. Let us return to the Rising Stones and report to Commander Levior. Hey, new guy, I just want to say, who gave you the right to come in here? We're going to talk about this, but for now, you're right. Let's go. Your return from Udal, Commander. And not a moment too soon, something has happened. Trouble? You recall the Fourth was tasked with reconnoitering the rendezvous site used by the Ivy's minion and his Imperial contacts. Soon after you left, we received word that the unit was ambushed en route to its destination. God damn it! According to the report, one of ours has been taken captive. The Guardians are not wont to treat their foemen with dignity, and I have grave fears for her safety. We must dispatch a rescue party at once. Recall those braves who are afield. Begging your pardons, Commander, but we have not the time. I'm afraid I must ask for your aid once more, Scion. An ill-prepared rescue party will only serve to provide the Guardians with more captives. Yet time is of the essence. Simply put, you are the best chance we have. Captain Ilbert has the right of it. I trust you are willing, but of course you are. Now, Aliane of the Fourth lies in the wait in the tangle near the entrance to Castrium Sentry. Seek her out and she will apprise you of the situation. Did I forget to mention that I'm voice acting all the scenes that are not spoken? Yeah, we're gonna make these scenes a little more lively. So some of the voices might be a little raunchy. Some of them might actually be on point. It all depends. I feel like I do them justice. They're probably not gonna ever pay me for my voice acting career, but you know what? It's fine. Whoa, whoa, this armor. Nice. And the chocobo is cute. 5 out of 5. Oh my god, he doesn't flap like you're staying in place. He just kind of glides. It's so cool. All right, on to business. You would aid us as the rescue mission? We are in your debt, Warrior of Light. Now, time is against us, so allow me to brief you on the situation. The Guardians fell upon us without warning, wounding poor Resh and hauling her away in the castrum yonder. Outnumbered as we were, it was all we could do to flee and regroup. Even as we speak, the Guardians may be interrogating Resh, or worse. With her hurts, I fear that she will not long survive their attentions. We must rescue her without delay. Our order may yet be in its infancy, but the bond that binds us is strong as Mithril. None of us will stand by while a comrade suffer. Oh my god, that's so. We, the remnants of the Fourth, will infiltrate Castrium Sentry. Please help us find Resh before it's too late. Roger that, fam. And I love how you guys have become a team all day left. Is somebody doing this fight? Or are they just dying? Okay. Let's go. Phew. One. Oh, there's two. If this was their attempt to keep you captive, my guy, it wasn't too good of an attempt. Where am I? Resh, thank the gods we found you. And thank you, Warrior of Light. Now, to quit this accursed place, Resh cannot move with those wounds. She will need to be carried out. I believe a diversion is in order. Might we trouble you to provide one? Given your reputation, I suspect the Guardians will be only too happy to grant you their undivided attention. If you are to create a commotion within the cash room, we should be able to steal away unnoticed. Let us speak again once we're safely outside these walls. Bet. So I am on decoy duty. Gotcha. Hey, nice guy with the glams. Just walking through your camp. Just a nice guy with some glams. Walking through your camp. Oh my god, wait a sec, hold on. Who froze me? The stun is crazy. Again, the stun was crazy. I bet this will get their attention. Candy! And candy! Close enough, dude. That's fine. Oh wait, no. God. My bad, fam. You weren't on my kill list. You just kind of showed up. My bad. I have poor aim. But I look good while doing it. Yeah. Candy! Just imagine what they'll say to their superiors. Like, yeah, there was a guy in like some really nice glam and he was flying on a pumpkin. He started throwing candy. We didn't know what to do, so we just kind of let him go. I have awaited your return most anxiously, my friend. You have done us a great service indeed. Thanks to your aid, our comrade Resh is safe, and we have suffered no further casualties. Words cannot well express my gratitude. All that is left is to report the mission success to Commander Levier. I shall go on ahead to Rising Stone. Oh wait, easy for me to just spin the cash. Man, I'm so lazy. I could have. Alpha Node, I'm back. Ah, it does me well to see you thus return. Though I doubt not your prowess, entering an enemy stronghold is generally considered to be a risky venture, and I must confess to having been a trifle anxious. But here you are, all in whole, having succeeded in your mission as your wont. Lest you wonder, the woman you rescued is being cared for by the Domans. Thanks to their expert ministrations, the danger is past. You have my gratitude, Lucid. Allow me to thank you also, Scion. Resh owes you her life. We've escaped with minimal casualties this time, but we can ill afford to be caught off guard again. The Empire is not an opponent to be trifled with. As you say, Commander, I will see to it that the men keep their wits about them. It may yet take time, but I will not rest until we identify the apprehended Ivy. I have every confidence that you will succeed, Captain. As for you, Lucid, I realize you have scarce caught your breath, but I'm afraid there is no rest for the weary. I require that you accompany me to Carethus. I have been granted an audience with the Ishgardian dignitary, you see, and the man expressly requested your presence. Oh, do not look so surprised. You should be familiar with the trappings of fame by now. We shall depart as soon as you are ready. You know what? I'll agree, but only because you give me time to actually change out into my proper glam for this, okay? Because you knew, Alpha Node knew that I cannot go anywhere until I am dressed properly for this. Let me see. You know what? I brought out the other coat last time. Let me change it up. Wait. There we go. All right, let's do this thing. We have been blessed with a rare opportunity. Lucid, an audience with the ambassador of the Holy See of Ishgard. We are to treat with Sir Aymeric, Lord Commander of the Temple Knights and Camp Dragonhead. It is considered a great honor to serve the Holy See directly as the Temple Knights. Needless to say, their leader wields tremendous political influence. It would be wise to court his favor. For that reason, I consider your attendance essential. If Sir Aymeric wishes to meet the man behind the legend, I will not deny him the pleasure of your company. The antecedent should see the wisdom of this plan when you request her permission to accompany me to Carethus. Mayhap you feel this is to be a waste of your talents, which could doubtless be put to noble use? If so, I should remind you that the more good can be accomplished with the stroke of a pen than the thrust of a sword. I gotta ask for her permission to go. She hasn't even called me for anything. I mean, no doubt she probably has some things lined up for me already, but she hasn't told me anything. I think I could have just dipped off for a second. She keeps telling me I have free time. I don't get to use it though. Hey, so I know you see the coat. Can I go to the icy area, please? A meeting with the Ishgardian ambassador? By all means, I think it is a wonderful idea. We have received no reports of aether disturbances or unusual beast tribe activity as of late. See, I told him. If Alpha believes your presence may help him to secure more favorable terms, I see no reason to deny him. Antecedent. I take it Lucid has explained the situation. He has. Yet, welcome though his overtones are, I cannot help but wonder what prompted them. The Ishgardians have spurned all contact with the other city-states for decades. Why reach out now? Would that I knew. The question of their motives is one of which I have given no small amount of thought. Alas, I know no more than is generally known. The notoriously reclusive nation of Ishgard, situated on the center of Abalthea's spine, ruled by the Ishgardian Orthodox Church, at the head of which presides the Archbishop. Members of the original Eorzean alliance, formed in the wake of Alamigo's fall some 2 decades ago. Friends of Convenience who withdrew from the Alliance as soon as the Imperial fleet was routed at the Battle of Silvertear Skies. Oh, they are trash. Since which time their borders have remained closed to all outsiders. They have rejected every one of their former allies' calls to reopen dialogue, turning a deaf ear to their neighbors' pleas even when the calamity loomed larger. And on the fields of Cartano, where brave men and women laid down their lives in defense of the realm, their banners were conspicuously absent. I have tried to convince Ishgard to rejoin the Alliance at every opportunity. I have explained over and over again that unless Eorzea stands united, we cannot hope to preserve our freedom. One by one, our nations will fall, as once fell Alamigo. And what have my efforts yielded? Why not? Surely this can be considered a step in the right direction. I should hope so. Rather than lowly messengers we have been fought off within the past, this time we shall meet with a man of genuine influence. Of course, I am not so naive as to think that they have come to us out of the goodness of their hearts. We have something they desire, though I have yet to find out what. But such is the nature of diplomacy. They will bring their agendas to a negotiating table, and so will I, along with a handful of incontrovertible... What? The Empire will soon be at our doorstep once more. Indeed. You may be assured that I will expand upon this point and others. Let us depart for Camp Dragonhead, Lucid. Our old friend Lord Hashafant is expecting us. Since our quest to recover the Enterprise, I understand you have further ingratiated yourself with the man. Excellent work. Its fondness may prove useful to our cause. Boy, the way Alphino would just be pulling out these words out his, like, where, what? I thought I was quite a learned fellow until I started speaking for him. And it was a lie. Isn't here, right? Hashafant, my man. Ah, Lucid. Ever a welcome sight. Our hearts have been stoked and blazing in preparation for your arrival. It would not do for such a distinguished personage to catch cold while enjoying our hospitality. This gesture is much appreciated. I fear I should ever struggle in cold climes. Look at what you're wearing, Alphino. Ah, good Master Alphino, an honor as always. Likewise, Hashafant. Forgive us yet another imposition. I fear we have relied overmuch on your aid since you generously assisted us in locating the Enterprise. Nonsense. Any debts incurred have long since been repaid. Besides, who can say what the future may bring? House Fortunate may even seek out the aid of our newly formed Crystal Braves. In any case, I am simply delighted that the Holy See is at last willing to grant you an audience. No doubt your discoveries of Snowcloak helped to justify the decision. This recent resurgence in heretical activity is in grave concern to all of us. But to the matter at hand, Sir Aymeric arrived in Camp Dragonhead earlier, and I am told he is eager to meet you at your first convenience. You are doubtless weary from your journey and desirous to rest a while by the warmth of our hearth. But if you are willing to forego such comforts, pray inform the knight stationed outside of the intercessory. He will grant your entrance and send word to the other attendees. As inviting as your heart sounds, I think it is best we proceed to intercessory forthwith. All right, let's go proceed forthwith, man. This is about to be a formal meeting. I guess I should put on my formal attire. I'll freeze out here because of it, though. Fighting everybody. This is my I'm on a mission attire. A diplomatic mission. We have been inspecting you, sir. Pray, take your ease inside and I shall summon the others.
Have faith, my friend. You need only state your case with confidence and clarity.
Commander Leveilleur, it is both an honor and a pleasure to meet you. I am Emmerich, Lord Commander of the Temple Knights.
Alphino Leveilleur, at your service. Your reputation precedes you, Sir Emmerich. I think we will find that we have much in common.
Lucid Navarus, you didn't ask, but I'm also here.
Speaking of reputations, yours towers over us all. Does it not?
Oh, stop. I just kill things, that's it.
It does indeed, Lord Commander.
I am not too proud to admit that I have followed your activities with an interest bordering on fascination. Full glad was I to learn that you would be joining us. Now then, shall we begin?
We know full well that the Garleans will return in force ere long. What is more, we have yet to achieve a lasting victory over the Primal Menace. The Beast Tribes continue to summon their gods, and each incarnation is stronger than the last. Ishgard is not immune to these threats. I must reiterate that it would behoove your nation to rejoin the Eorzean Alliance.
Once again, I must respectfully disagree.
On what grounds?
Oh, he about to snap.
Despite their presence in Kurthus, the Ixal do not concern us. Their territorial claims pertain to Gridanian lands, and it is the people of Gridania whom they harry. Consequently, the Holy See judges this to be a Gridanian affair, and Ishgard does not intervene in the internal affairs of other nations. Even were that not the case, our forces are wholly committed to the Dravanian conflict. We have not the knights to spare. As for the Garleans, we are not ignorant of history. We have observed the rise and expansion of the Empire, and we agree that it is only a matter of time before they resume their campaign in Eorzea.
Then surely it would be in our best interests to present a united front.
Mayhap one day, but not yet. Gaius Van
So you're gonna
Belsar is
wait.
dead, and the legion of conscripts he left behind lacks the will to fight. We think it highly unlikely that they will emerge from behind the walls of their castra for some time.
You people got some nerves. So you're just gonna wait until the last minute until it's actually something that you have to do, regardless of how it's gonna affect the other nations. That's crazy, fam. That is crazy.
Forgive me, but if Ishgard's position has not changed, why did you agree to this meeting?
Because it
It
needs
was
something.
not only as a representative of Ishgard that I came here.
Pardon?
It is not within my power to change Ishgardian policy, regardless of my personal feelings. There is, however, one area in which I may exert a measure of influence. Concerns have been raised over the supplies House Fortin has offered to Revenant's Toll. These have led to calls for restrictions on the provision of aid to foreign powers. I can ensure that the shipments continue unabated.
Sir Amaric, we would be in your debt.
No, you would not. For I require something in exchange. Of late, there has been a flurry of Dravanian activity, the purpose of which was not immediately clear. However, our astrologians have since observed alarming changes in the heavens. The dragon star waxes unnaturally bright, and there are whispers that it portends the resurrection of Midgard-Sorma.
The fallen guardian of Silvertear Falls? That's absurd.
Full many times have I gazed upon the dragon's corpse still wound around the Agrius, and wondered how different our world might be if it yet lived to plague the skies. I do not know, and I do not wish to know, nor does any son of Ishgard. Yet the mere presence of Dravanian forces is not sufficient grounds to send knights to Mordonia, whatever our astrologians say. As I told you before, we have not the forces to spare.
But we do. So you will intervene on our behalf if we agree to watch over the Keeper of the Lake.
Essentially.
Do you accept these terms?
I do. I will see that you are kept abreast of any developments. I regret that we could not come to a similar agreement on other matters, but I understand that you are not at liberty to make such decisions. Nevertheless, I hope that what we have accomplished here today will serve to demonstrate to your countrymen that we can work together towards a common goal. Mayhap one day we shall look back on this moment as the first step towards a united Eorzea.
Yeah, save your breath, fam. These people are stubborn.
Mayhap we shall, Commander.
What is the meaning of this?
The caravan, my lord. It's been attacked. It was Iceheart, my lord.
What? By the Fury? All our precautions were for naught?
Thinking with feature glam in mind. Let me see. Oh, those eat. Alright, we're going with those. Just when we were starting to make progress. And to make matters worse, the caravan it spoke of was bound for Revenant's Toll of all places. Honestly, were I so inclined, I should think that the gods were conspiring against us. Happily, however, I am not. I would know more of this attack. Let us speak with Lord Haurchefant and find out what he has learned. That lance is amazing. Oh yeah, I'm speaking to a buddy now. Let's switch back to my other glam. That's how it's cool out here. My sincerest apologies for the interruption, my friends. But the situation is such that we must act swiftly. If you would be so kind as to elaborate. Iceheart's heretics fell upon a caravan bound for the Revenant's Toll as it was passing through Boulder Downs. 'Twas an ambush, swift and ruthless. In an instant, every knight was slain, every crate seized. Then, as quickly as they had appeared, they were gone. 'Twould be impossible. Beat without knowledge of their route. Knowledge to which only a select few are privy, I presume. Quite. We can pursue the avenue of inquiry in due course. It seems to me that examining the scene of the ambush should be our first concern. The trail is yet warm. We must act swiftly, as Lord Horshafont said, lest crucial evidence be lost. You have a knack for discerning hidden troops, Lucid. Why don't you go and inspect the ambush site in person? Yeah, I guess. An excellent idea. Inform my man of your intent upon arrival, and they will gladly share their findings. For you, fam, anything. You were helpful. Alpha Node, he just be requesting too much for me, bro. Wait, hold on. She... Oh, no, that's the other lady. Here it is. Gotta go. Man, this is so far. Hello. Move along, adventurer. There's nothing for... Hey? Lord Hoshafont bids you speak with us. Then you must be... Beg your pardon, Scion. As you can see, they left nary a crate behind. Tipped the wagon for good measure even. Whole thing's a bit odd if you ask me. Would have been easier to just steal it. Though a damn sight harder to conceal it, I'll allow. Reckon they came prepared, probably with wagons of their own, hidden away off. But pay no heed to my ramblings. Absent approved, 'tis not but speculation. Might be as the squire receiving care at the observatory could tell us something more factual, that is. If he's awake. Unlike myself, he was there during the attack. Not that his presence amounted to much. Oh my god, something is in my eye. It's killing me. It is killing me. Okay, so I gotta go back to the observatory. Oh, this only like, it's like right around the corner. Let's ride the style this time. Go, gadget, go! It feels like I'm going like 1 mile per hour right now. I feel like I caught more speed on my little like pumpkin mount. Okay, it's like something was killing my eyes then. Alright, where is Buddy? Am I tripping? Oh, maybe it's like, okay, it's the top part. Okay, maybe I am tripping. Is he behind it? Hello. Sir, I was looking for you. Oh my god. That was killing my eyes just then. You come to ask about the attack, haven't you? We came upon them before the entrance to the Hall of Seven Echoes. Pilgrims. We marked them as lost and ill-equipped for the journey further north. Our leader called out to him and one stepped forward to answer. Slowly she approached, her silver hair flowing in the wind like melting snow. Just a young girl. I thought, some poor lost lamb in search of salvation. Our leader must have thought the same, else why would he let her draw so close? They exchanged some words I couldn't hear, and she leaned forward as if to kiss his cheek, and then he sighed and crumpled to the ground. I didn't know what had happened till I saw the snow turn red. And then there was red everywhere I looked. I tried to fight, but took a blow to the head. And by the time I came to, the others were dead and the heretics were unloading the wagon. I mean, they'd have killed me, so I just laid still and listened. Iceheart's people spoke of deliverance and resurrection, and they spoke of Shiva. Damn, he sounds traumatized. You best to recover, fam. Mental health is important. Let's see. Ah. Get a blast. Fast and wrong. Oh, there it is. Ah, you've returned. What news have you us? It seems that Lady Iceheart does not scruple to sully her hands with blood. Who is this Shiva the heretic spoke of? Have you not read a single line in Cridian, Master Alphanode? Shiva was a traitor to Kith and Kin, an apostate who lay down with dragons. Now, we cannot expect all foreigners to know Ishgardian scripture so well, particularly when it concerns the patron saints of heretics. Wait, you say she's the patron saint? Oh no, it all makes sense now. Lord Hashafant, what was the caravan's cargo? Ah, if I recall correctly, the Diamond Forge had requested a rather large quantity of crystals. Do you not see? Iceheart and her followers intend to summon Shiva as a beast tribe with a primal. Why else would they go through such lengths to secure crystals? I shall inform the Lord Commander at once. Lord Hashafant, you would agree that discretion is paramount concern? Of course. I trust we can count on your continued support, Master Alphino. The Scions of the 70th Dawn are sworn to combat the primal threat. Our support is a given. I will need to send word to the brethren of Reverence Toll. Our entire order must turn its efforts to the prevention of this summoning. Naturally, that includes you, though I am sure you would not miss this for the world. I mean, without me, you guys are not taking this summon down. I'm just, that's just a given. Oh, these boots eat. Oh my god. I am really collecting for this Future Glam update because what is going on? This is so amazing. The persistent attacks on the caravan seemed little more than a nuisance at first. The heretics were a problem, to be sure, but a relatively minor one. That was before I discerned the purpose behind their attacks. Of course, now they have my undivided attention. After apprising Ophelia of the situation, I shall summon a unit of Crystal Braves to assist us. As for you, Lucid, pray, join me in Whitburn front. Since the incident at Snowcloak, the Knights of the House of Dundray have redoubled their reconnaissance efforts in the region. It is my hope that they have information which may help us to determine precisely where the heretics are hiding. Given our mutual enemy, Lord Drillamont should be eager to oblige us. I shall see you there then. Good? He ain't said nothing but a word. Claw! Is there not a? There wasn't a crystal here. Oh my god. There's something hitting those dragonflies down there. I need to get a warmer like mount. One that like lets me go inside with like some heated pads or something. I don't know. I know my face is just freezing right now. He's on the top floor, isn't he? Always is. Why can he never be at the bottom floor? Scions of the Seventh Dawn wish to join in the hunt to the Ice Heart? Your assistance is more than welcome, my friends. Considering the report I received, I dare say your timing could not be better. We are all ears, Lord Drillamont. A band of pilgrims was seen transporting a large number of crates to the west. Their garb appears to match the description provided by the squire who survived the attack. Alas, our scouts lost track of them at Snowcloak, that self-same frozen wall which we speculated might conceal the Heretics' hideaway. Suffice it to say, the disappearance of the pilgrims and their provisions all but confirms our suspicions. I've heard enough. My knights will join the hunt. I took the liberty of summoning a unit of Crystal Braves to the Whitebrim front. Given the gravity of the situation, I trust you agree that we must use every resource available to us. These are extraordinary circumstances, Commander. It would be in our best interest to coordinate our efforts. Such was my intent from the start, Sir Aymeric. And so it begins, my friend. Though I dare say it will prove an all too brief collaboration, Iceheart will not elude this combined forces of the Crystal Braves and the Temple Knights for long. Nevertheless, a wise man does not wager all upon the success of a single solution. There may yet be subtler means by which we can locate the Heretic Slayer. Mayhap Lord Drillamont has one in mind. Yes, excellent. My lady, everything has been accounted for. If there is aught else you would have us do, pray speak and it shall be done. Had to get the legs. Definitely got to get those legs. Because what are these shoes? Yeah, Daystar is going to be for the win. Wait, these legs. Okay. Seems as though we are always one step behind. Our quarry ever just beyond our reach. Though I would like to believe that the tables are about to turn, I must confess to having certain doubts. A joint effort may succeed where others have failed, but it could yet yield the same result. Fortunately, we are not without other opinions. I trust you haven't forgotten Inquisitor Galamine? We have not. The mystery of how the Heretic remained undiscovered for so long has been much in our thoughts, as has the question of what steps might be taken to prevent a similar breach of security in the future. Accordingly, we conducted any exhaustive and covert elevation of everyone in Whitebrim front. Though some were found to have committed certain minor transgressions, we identified only one possible heretic. If this man has pledged himself to Iceheart's cause, he will have taken note of the movements of the Temple Knights and the Crystal Braves, and upon recognizing their intent, he may attempt to warn the heretics. The man's watch is to end soon, at which point he must report to Sir Jane Tremont in the yard, I would have you keep an eye on him. If he ventures beyond the walls, follow him discreetly. Should he meet with a heretic, do not interfere. Simply watch and listen. I have seen to it that the suspect knows nothing which can endanger our plans. So I'm just weeding out another person. Okay, bad. The little run, the little patter of feet. Okay. No, just a nice guy and some nice glam. No. Suspect the heretic leads to the southwest gate. Don't worry. I'm on the way discreetly. Candy! Yeah. Shh. Suspect the heretic follows the road east. Pumpkins! You know, honestly, they could have did this mission like how they did the what is it? When you have to like beckon somebody to follow you. They could have did it to where like you have to follow at a certain pace behind somebody, and then if you follow too close, it just ends the mission or something. I would have been fine with it. Although I definitely would have been caught. I'm very bad at covert missions. I don't even know why. Oh, he's sprinting. He is gone. Looks like we're sprinting too. I don't even see. Where is he? I didn't see him anywhere in here. He was. Oh, there he is. Hey, hey! Where in the seven hells are you? Freezing my bullets off of here. I'm here, you blundering elf. Why are you late? Standing on the wall, why else? I have duties to fulfill, you know? Your sole duty is to him. Bloody Echo. Lower your voice so they'll hear us in Whiteburn front. Yes, of course. The Temple Knights are... Snowcrow. This is what you bring to me? We already knew about that. Our comrades in Boulder Downs will use the tunnels. Dead before they know what's happening. Nevertheless, if you waste my time again, is that clear? I couldn't hear half the conversation. They were mumbling. Candy! All right. Oh my god. Okay. Up the stairs we go. I hate this place only because he's always upstairs, bro. Chill downstairs sooner or later. Well, did your investigation bear fruit? Yeah, they mumbled a bit. I see. I shall have the man detained at once. His guilt is plain. Would that you could have heard their words more clearly. Yet, the few snatches you were able to make out are nonetheless enlightening. It would seem the heretics are aware of our operation and confident that they can thwart it. Their comrades and boulder downs are keys to their plans, which means it is our key to our plan that they be rooted out and put to the sword. We have long suspected that the heretics use a network of secret tunnels to traverse the highlands undetected. Given what you overheard, I fear that Snowcloak may be riddled with such passageways, and that the heretics and Boulder Downs are planning to use them to take our forces unawares. Needless to say, we cannot allow that to happen. A contingent of House Dundery Knights are on patrol in that area, and I shall order them to begin searching for heretics at once. But knowing nothing of our enemy's numbers or readiness, I cannot say for sure that they will be sufficient. It will put my mind at ease if you would consent to assist my knights with the search. I know that would take courage from the presence of so storied a warrior. Pray, rendezvous with them at Boulder Downs. If Halon is kind, If Halon is kind, we may catch these heretics before their plans come to fruition. Show them no mercy, Lucid. The lives of our allies are at stake. Bet, say no more. Whee! Oh. Alright, what direction am I going? Let's go! Ah, that way. Can I fly over all this? Probably not. Oh, I can. Oh, there it is. Candy. Oh, my bad. Ew. Oh, you're still alive. Man, you're tanky. I mean, not that tanky, but you're sort of tanky. Ah. You could at least send some dragoons out here, not no lancers, bro. And I use the word lancer lightly. Let's see. Fa. Would it be easier to just come from the top? I'm gonna try it. Since I remember where the door is. Oh, is this the door? This is the wrong door. Right door. Ah. Oh, wait, did I not? Am I tripping? Oh no, I passed right by him. My knight sent no word of you coming, Lucid. What has happened? What is that in your hand? By the Fury! Those were veterans with years of service. And now they lie dead in the snow? Their bodies must be recovered in... No. We have not the men to spare. Not now. Not while Iceheart prepares to summon an abomination. The heretics you dispatched were not of sufficient number to contend with the combined strength of the Temple Knights and the Crystal Braves. There must be others, and I'll wager that they're on their way to Snowcloak as we speak. To make matters worse, it seems that the trader you followed managed to pass the heretics something of value after all. The parchment you recovered is a timetable of the guardsman's watch at the outpost in Snowcloak. The trader was stationed there long before he aroused our suspicions. Would that we caught him sooner. With this information, the heretics could know when the watch was weakest. They could use the tunnels and, with impunity, prepare their ambush. The timetable has not changed, you see. Of course, it will be changed now, but the heretics may already be in position. House Dundry must send reinforcements, even if it means withdrawing knights from the Stone Vigil. I can see no other way to safeguard the lives of our allies. Man, y'all gotta work on this whole being betrayed every 5 seconds thing, okay? Do some background checks every now and again, jeez. Time is of the essence, Lucid. While my knights make ready to depart, the heretics may take our allies and Snowcloaks unaware. Superior training and equipment will avail them not if they are cut down ere the sword are withdrawn. But all is not yet lost. If you leave now, there may still be time to warn them. Make haste, I beseech you. Fly to Snowcloak and tell Sir Emmerich everything we have discovered. You heard what the man said? Time to fly. There should be a window that I can just jump out of. You guys, candy and pumpkins. All right, but in all seriousness, I have stuff to tell you. Lucid, this is an unwelcome surprise. Perhaps the only one thus far. As you can see, we have yet to uncover any hidden. Yeah, so scratch that. Plans change. You have my gratitude. Truth be told, we suspected the heretics might be plotting such an attack. Now that we have confirmation, I should place my knights on high alert. Has Commander Levier been informed? The Braves must be aware. He was right here. Did he not overhear me? It must be here, I am certain. Why else would they go in such lengths to defend Snowcloak? 'Tis but a pity discovery comes when our enemy has us at such a disadvantage. Forewarned though we may be, the heretics know the terrain far better than we. I dare not think how many are watching as the very moment. Confound it, this is all wrong. Iceheart had us scrambling to save our own skins when we would rightly be straining every sinew to find her and stop this damnable summoning. There she is! Come here, girl. Wait, it said come here, girl. Were they talking to him? That was close. They didn't hurt you, did they? Only my pride, Ida. There will be others nearby. We must see that they are given a similarly warm welcome. Commander Levior. There's been a development, sir. Together with the Simple Knights, we have secured the entrance into some half a dozen tunnels. At the spot of the enemy, breaking the surface, but that is not all, sir. We think that one of them may be important. Certainly, the heretics near flung themselves upon our swords to defend it. Ah, just as I suspected. Amongst this war in the tunnels lies the entrance to Iceheart's lair. Summon the others, we're going in. A moment, Alphanode. The tunnel in question is barely wide enough for 2 men abreast. We cannot say with any certainty where it leads, much less what is waiting for us there. Furthermore, we have no way of knowing how many heretics are still lurking here on the surface. What if they were to converge on a point after we enter the tunnel? For all we know, we could be funneling our forces into a trap. I take your point. If the tunnel is indeed as narrow as you say, greater numbers would be more of a hindrance than a help. Should we encounter difficulty, our own allies will become an obstacle to escape. I'll change the plans. While we rendezvous with Sir Aymeric and keep the heretics at bay here, you will go wherever that tunnel leads. If you find Iceheart at the end of it, do not let her escape. You venture into the unknown, so see that you are prepared for anything. I suggest you call upon your allies, though not too many, or Papalina will soak. Roger that. I'll tell everybody to bring a coat, bro. The entrance to the tunnel, sir? It's just over here. Had we not seen the heretics breaking the surface, we would never have noticed it. Per Sir Aymeric's orders, we will stand guard outside. Please be aware that even should you encounter significant resistance, we cannot leave our post. And away. Oh. Okay. It looks like my allies were on go. Okay. I think one of my allies went to sleep. Okay, never mind. Oh, this music is way too peaceful for the area that I'm in right now. Oh, hi. Oh, I was gonna say, wait, I want controller, wait. Wait. Oh my God, they're gone. Alrighty then. Oh jeez. God dang, bro. Oh my God. Oh my God, hold on. Jeez. Bro, I'm glad I've been working on my healing skills because oh my God, why are you dying so quick? Yo. Hey, use some mitigation. What is going? Stop. Jeez, hold on. Let me, what? Oh my God. Okay, all right, we're good now. We're good now, sort of. My guy was out here just running with no defense whatsoever. Or maybe it was my fault. It might be my fault. It might be my fault. I'm a rusty healer, so it's probably my fault. But I just felt like there was no mitigating going on there. Oh. Got it. I think I avoid the icy ring on the outside. It's just a hunch, but I'm pretty sure. Nice. I almost fell off. Can you die over here? Oh! Oh my god. Who almost died just then? Besides the tank. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. Live! Live, buddy, live! Jeez. Oh my goodness, bro. I am like holding his life by a thread, bro. Jeez. Oh, he's about to do that pull thing, ain't it? Yep, it's happening. Oh, okay. And somebody's dying already. Alrighty then. I don't know who the fuck is on. Come on, not dying. You're not dying today, bro. You're not dying today, bro. Not on my watch. Come on. Hold steady. Hold steady. Live, damn it. Live. Oh my god. I forgot how this part goes. Do we hit the balls forward or something? Oh! Okay. Oh, jeez. Oh! Are we supposed to do something with the boss? What do we do with the boss? Oh my god! I should probably not get hit by the ball again. That was horrible. Not today. You're not dying today, fam. Uh-oh. You know what? Thank you guys for this dungeon because it is making my healing skills be a lot less rusty. Uh-oh. Oh! Nice. Nice. Good job, team. Good job. Oh. Oh, he's too far. He's too far. Oh no, I went straight into the AoE. We in there. We in there. You're not dying today, so I don't know why you're even trying to, because you're not dying today. I refuse. Not on my watch. I'm not gonna have you going back to the other hills talk about some I'm a warrior. He just let me die. Like, how do you let the warrior die? Because I did. What is going on there? Nice. Nice. This music is so peaceful for the amount of chaos that we're going through right now, bro. Okay. Oh. Trap me? Man, I didn't think this dungeon was gonna be like like it's not hard to heal, but like I do have to pay like a lot of attention. Like, not that I don't usually pay attention when I'm healing, but like bro. Oh jeez. At the same time, whoa. Whoa, whoa. Can I get that as a mount, please? 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 Hello. All right, I think I kind of remember how this goes. You have to make sure you're out of the way of those things, or okay, never mind. I think you have to like get behind the things. My bad. Whoopsie. Oh. Oh, I remember now. You have to get behind them, but then you also have to move quick. Yeah, I usually die from this fairly often. Oh. do this thing. Oh, wait. Oh! Oh, gee. Look at me. I thought I was a pro for a second. I swear I thought I was a pro. Yo. One thing I'm not gonna let you do, fam, is die. That's not happening. Unless it's a mechanic, then, you know, I might die to it too. Alright, where is the... Okay. Run! Run, 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 run. I think we did pretty good. Nobody was frozen. We did pretty nice. Nice. I think that was flawless. I think we ate that. Okay. I think I just got a bunch of things that I didn't want. Okay, I'll keep it. Keep it as a souvenir. Hooray.
The tales do not do you justice, warrior of light. Yes, I know who you are, and you know who I am.
How do you know that? I'm famous, you're not. Stop trying to be me.
I was given the name Izel, but I earned the name Iceheart. This endless cycle of hatred, of bloodshed, of sorrow. You would see it continue, O noble warrior of light. I would not. I will not. I will bring an end to this war between dragon and man, no matter the cost. In time, you will come to understand that what we do for the greater good. For Eorzea, for Hydaelyn.
Yeah, you better run. Yeah. I scared her. Alpha node, I scared off the nice, pretty looking lady. I think she's a pretty looking lady. She has long hair. That's a longer than expected. What news, Lucid? This lady came in, she started talking mess. I smacked everybody around, and yeah. So Iceheart is just but a pseudonym. Not that it matters. That she managed to escape is regrettable, but from your description of the beast, you did well to come as close as you did. In any case, now that you have cleared a path, the Temple Knights can begin to survey the tunnels in earnest. Mayhap they will find even a route past the ice wall. Wouldn't that do wonders for the fight against the heretics? The Crystal Braves could certainly share the credit for it too. Told be praised, Lucid. We may yet turn the situation to our advantage. Assuming we stop Iceheart before she summons Siva, of course. Needless to say, our fellow Scions have not been idle. Mephilia and Uranje have been busy perusing the orchard archives of the House Portent, gathering what information they can on Shiva. Which reminds me, if you were intending to trudge back to Camp Dragonhead to report on the day's events, don't. The antecedents should be here any minute. I can only assume some people enjoy subjecting themselves to this code. Shiver. Alpha node. Can we talk real quick? You decided to come out here in this frigid behind area in that outfit. You decided. We had time to change glands. I put on the coat. I put on several coats. I can see half of your stomach in the back of your leg, bro. You know what? Don't complain if you're not gonna fix this shit, okay? Anyway, I almost didn't talk to you for a second. I'm sorry. You made me mad. Don't complain about the cold and did not dress for it. See, look, she puts on a coat too. I have that same coat too. Antecedent. You come to us straight from the archives of House Portents. I trust your time there proved fruitful. What did it had? Urianger and I scattered countless texts, but what we found was questionable veracity. Accounts of Shiva's life and deeds are sparse and contradictory, only agreeing upon one point. She lay down with a dragon, the gravest of all sins, according to the Ishgardian faith. Yet, in the eyes of Isart's followers, this was a holy act, the blessed union of man and dragon. How such a thing could even be possible is quite another question. Suffice it to say, I very much doubt that we'll find a useful answer in the archives of House Portent. Much knowledge has been lost upon the centuries, though in this case, one wonders if it is by circumstance or design. You said that Isart took a moment to plead her case prior to escaping, did you not? Yeah. Viewed without prejudice, most would agree that bringing an end to an endless war serves the greater good. I think Sir Emmerich might take issue with her methods. I do not care if few stragglers manage to escape. Until the sappers confirm that the tunnel is safe, the men are not to search it. Yes, Lord Commander. You pursue your foes with less zeal than I expected, Sir Emmerich. Lest you misunderstood, I do not deny that our enemy has given us good reason to be prudent. I merely meant, you being a man of faith, that I had expected a certain single-mindedness. After all, was it not by the will of Halon that our ancestors came to this land? Why, they took up arms against the Dravalians? What would they have done in your position, I wonder? There are those who believe the faith is a renunciation of free will, that unquestioning devotion is required of all who would live in life in service to the Fury. Such righteous fervor may well serve a knight on the front line, less so a leader of men. We are all at liberty to interpret the scriptures as will. I choose to believe that the Fury will value the lives of her followers over the deaths of her enemies. But I will not presume to speak for the Knights of Eld. 'Twas a different time, nay, a different era. And the scripture tells us only such much. What did it told us more? That man is awfully pragmatic for a servant of Holy See. A welcome trait at the negotiating table, to be sure. Less so when one's enemies are making ready to harness the power of a god. Mayhap he does not truly believe that Isart's plans can succeed. Truth be told, I too remain somewhat skeptical. Shiva was a living, breathing woman. Of that there can be no doubt. In this respect, she differs from every other figure to have been summoned, each of whom was worshipped as a god. The sole exception being Good King Mog, the myth made manifest in response to the fervent supplications of the Mogul's guard. Saint Shiva may differ, but what of the heretics? They are a tribe of outcasts at war with a mighty nation, who yearn for the resurrection of one who embodies their beliefs. If that is not placing one's faith in a higher power, then what is? Crystals and convention, Mephilia. They have them both in abundance. Can that truly be all that is required? My survey team has concluded a preliminary analysis of the Aetheryte Iceheart used to escape. They believe that she has teleported to another Aetheryte somewhere not far to the west. Despite the apparent proximity of the second Aetheryte, however, they have been wholly unable to detect its presence directly. Unless Iceheart has some means to mask its signal, I can only presume she had it destroyed to prevent us from following her. Without the means to teleport as she did, we have no choice but to search for an alternate route. Most likely a tunnel, assuming one exists. Let us not give up teleportation just yet. One of our colleagues in Charlene may be able to assist us. I pray that you are right. I dare not think how long it would take us to survey the entire tunnel system. While Mephilia looks into our Aetheryte problem, I would like to request your assistance with another matter. The third unit is currently tracking the remnants of a heretic force which attacked us. However, the search goes poorly despite our numbers. Corinthus is vast, and Iceheart's followers know the terrain far better than we. Your knowledge of the region may serve to hasten the process. The sooner we capture Iceheart's followers, the sooner we can press them for their leader's whereabouts. Also, though it is admittedly a selfish request, I feel that my braves will benefit immensely from working alongside you. While we have our share of veterans, we also have more than a few less experienced recruits, many of whom look up to you, in case you were not aware. Good. I knew you would understand. You who I say has surprised you of the situation. When the task is complete, come and find me at the observatorium. Captain Ilver and I will be meeting there to discuss the latest developments in his investigation. The Temple Knights shall hold Snowcloak in our absence. Let us lead them to their work. Ours is more pressing. There you are, Lucid. Commander Leviar instructed me to wait for you. Your assistance is most welcome, believe me. Most of the third hail from Uda, and for a man accustomed to the feel of sand beneath his boots, the crunch of snow can be rather disconcerting. But to the matter at hand, nary a moment ago, I received the word that the heretics we seek have been spotted making a deafening pass. My braves are already in pursuit, and I should be grateful if you would join them. I myself shall take part in the hunt. Never let it be said that I do not earn my coin. Bet. Say no more. Sorry. Don't have time to do the fade. Sorry. Balls, balls! My ankle was on fire. Caught my boot on a rock or something and twisted it as I fell. The others went ahead through deafening pass. Hurry, you might catch up. If you aren't sure where to go, look for tracks. This snow is fresh, so they shouldn't be hard to find. So you tripped? Anyway, where is... Jeez, okay. I can see clearly now, the rain is gone. I'm sorry, the real song that comes to my mind whenever I'm flying above everything is just It's a whole new world. A dashing place I never. Oh. Am I interrupting something? Oh, she ain't got no clothes on. Okay. Alright. I'ma just head down. Yep. Yep. Where is it? Oh. How the heck? How was I supposed to be following this? All right. Are there actual? Oh, there are traps in the ground. Oh, there it is. Scion, what are you doing here? The heretics. I'm not sure. There was a great scouted beast and Yu Hase. I think he went east on his own. The heretics split up, so we did too. Ah, see it. Coming. Are you okay, fam? How embarrassing. I was so intent on following the heritage tracks that I almost failed to notice that they had doubled back. Almost, mind you. One tried to sneak up behind me and got a knife in the gut for his troubles. I thought myself alone, so I started searching the dead man's knapsack for anything of interest, and lo and behold, before his friends found me, I came upon this. Withdraw in groups of 3 or less in the observatorium. Give the signal and wait. The merchant will be watching. Be late and be left for dead. Speaks for itself, does it not? They can't possibly mean to rendezvous inside this place, so we should restrict our search to the surrounding areas. Let me rephrase that. You should restrict your search to the wilderness around the observatorium. I will need more than a moment's rest to recover from these wounds. Thank you. Thank you for your help. Got you red-handed. I'm through with listening to your excuses. We leave now. How? The wolves are crawling with those blue coats, and the knights are searching every wagon that passes through the gates. Well, stay with him, then, if you think you'll fare any better. Now, there's no need for that. There are places like this in my homeland, sacred snow-capped peaks where blood must not be shed. Yet your lands ever thirst for blood of the fallen, and by your deeds it has jumped deep. No, I have done no wrong. None but meet in secret with heretics. Deny it all you will, we shall have the truth from you yet. Inquisitors are not the only ones skilled in the art of interrogation. Damn it all. You're so dramatic. Fancy meeting you here, Lucid. I presume your work with the Third brought you hither? What a tangled web. Lest you wonder, we came not for the heretics, but for the merchant who has been conspiring with them. He came to our attention during the course of our investigation into the Ivy. It beggars belief, I know, but it seems our favorite Garlean spy may have been providing assistance to Isard. Oh my god. Were it not for the efforts of Lady Yuri and her shinobi, we might never have discovered their connection. Master Alphinaud is too kind. I fear my people have done little to aid your search for this spy. We long to strike back against the Empire and weaken their influence in this land, to prevent the tragedy which befell Doma from reoccurring. The days ahead and the work that they promise will require a very particular set of skills. Skills which I am fortunate enough to possess. If you will allow it, I will accompany you until the investigation is complete. That is most generous offer, Lady Yugiri, and one which I'll gladly accept. Thank you. Though I may disappear for a time, know that I shall never be far and shall always be watching. A comforting thought. Come, Lucid. Let us wait inside for Captain Ilbert to return and deliver his report. Yugiri is a smooth operator, fam. She's becoming out of cut. Oh, that is not a door. Alphinaud, I thought you said inside. Oh ho ho. Captain Ilbert seemed confident with the merchant's resolve would swiftly crumble when pressed. If so, we should have new information ere long. As to whether it will bring us any closer to learning the Ivy's identity, I would rather not say. Given our adversary's cunning, I shall consider us fortunate if we are spared another wild dodo chase. The gods know we have more than enough to occupy our time as it is. Oh! Oh, look at that armor. It is trash. Is this the... Wait, what is this? Oh, most of those look kind of trash. I ain't gonna lie to you. The legs and like the hands and everything were like giving me promise, but like the rest of this, nah, it kind of looks a little trash, just a little bit. Captain Hilbert, your report, if you will. Hey, Commander, firstly, with regard to the heretic we captured, I regret to say that the man could tell us not that we did not already know of Shiva. We have since handed him over to the Ishgardian authorities. Henceforth, the Holy See will pursue the matter independently. Our inquiries concerning the Ivy, however, have proven more fruitful. We have ascertained the channel by which the heretics acquired their information on the shipment routes. Go on. You will recall the flame we first identified as being in the Ivy's employ. From him, we were able to trace a trail of conspirators, each taking us close to his master. Alas, the trail came to an abrupt end. Fearing that the investigation had been compromised, we took the necessary step of detaining all suspected conspiracy. There were 5 on our list, including the flame station at Revenant's Toll. The man's primary duty was to keep an inventory of donations from abroad, the particulars of which he would share with benefactors, thereby ensuring that the needs did not go unfulfilled. By virtue of his role, he was privy to the details of all shipments bound for this settlement. Needless to say, that included those originating from House Fortemps. He knew the precise route the caravan would take, and he sold that information to a merchant. I think I can guess which one. None other. With a little encouragement, he soon confessed to knowingly aiding and abetting the heretics. Well, there's one mystery solved at least. But what of the Ivy? Are we any close to prying off his mask? I dare say we are, Commander. Our relentless pursuit has forced him to commit a grave error. In a desperate bid to cover his tracks, the Ivy resorted by exercising certain administrative powers available only to high-ranking members of the Immortal Flames. If you consider then that our investigation is known to barely a handful of them, the field of suspects is greatly narrowed. You mean to say that the agent is among Raban's innermost circle? Someone who's been with them since the Immortal Flames establishment? 'Tis the most plausible explanation. The infiltration likely occurred during the company's founding, when the groundwork for the act being laid beforehand. To slip into a position of authority unremarked and remain above suspicion all these years. I too was surprised, though I really should not have been. Of the 3 grand companies, Udal has even more vulnerable to infiltration. Both Linsenlamus and Gridania had long-standing armed forces that lent themselves well to the formation of the Maelstrom and the Order of the Twin Adder. To all intents and purposes, it was the same people, loyal ones mind it, under the same leadership, only the banner was different. Not so the Flames. Udal's military was made up of desperate orders, most of which were glorified mercenary companies that answered only to their own paymasters. Hardly an ideal environment in which to establish something as high-minded as a grand company. The difficulties Raban faced when founding the Immortal Flames are well known. Even after he had convinced his fellow syndicate members to share the costs, there remained the small matter of finding enough bodies to fill the ranks. Indeed, and given the pressing nature of the Imperial debt, that meant recruiting every passing sellsword. Amidst the chaos of its founding, it would have been child's play to infiltrate the company. A good deal easier than now, aye. The Immortal Flames have ever been caught between conflicting interests, the public and the private. Though the Monterists ultimately agreed to support the organization's founding, it was not a charity that they did so, but simply self-preservation. Had Nell Van Darnas's ambitions been any less apocalyptic, you may be sure that they would never have risked supplying Raban with an army. 'Tis but a wonder that they did not attempt to extinguish the flames the moment the danger had passed. Returning to the present. Even as we speak, oh my god, hold on. Even as we speak, our Doman allies are shadowing several high-ranking flames, as any of whom could be the Ivy. Desiring to deal a blow against the Empire, the refugees were eager to lend us their aid. I expect to hear from them ere long. Very good. Pray, continue your investigation with the first. Meanwhile, have the second attend to the rest. Third can join the fourth in inspecting crystal shipments. If they notice anything unusual, I want to know about it. If Shiva is summoned in like the manner of the other primals, the heretics will be looking for further supplies. Understand, Commander. I shall send word to Sir Aymeric, informing him of our success in identifying the heretics at Betters. Hopefully, the information will be soon of some use to the Ishlardians. It is time, Commander. Yes, I am aware. As the emergency council of the Alliance leadership has been called, there have been developments in Garlemald, it would seem. As Commander of the Crystal Braves, my presence has been requested. I would have you accompany me, Lucid. As the realm's stoutest champion, 'tis only meet that you will present for the discussion. Oh, and Antecedent has already given her consent, lest you worry. Child, don't nobody care about this. Oh my god, they're dying over there. Hold on. I can't do it. No, they're gonna die. The best I can do for them is not pay attention. Like me, you're doubtless eager to conclude our business with Iceheart, but until another path in her sanctum is found, she will remain beyond our reach. Nymphulia and the Archons are sparing no effort to secure an alternate route. Until such a time as they succeed, I suggest we give them some thought to the realm's other problems. I shall go on ahead to Gridania in readiness for the coming council. Meet me at Nafika's altar and we shall make our way to the Lotus Stand together. Bet. Say no more. Say no more. Yeah, they're out here getting blasted. I need to go. Oh my god, get the fate off my screen. I tried to help, they wouldn't let me heal anybody. It's not my fault. My thanks for coming, Lucid. When you are ready, speak with the conjurer yonder. She will show us to the Lotus Stand. The Alliance leaders wait for you at the Lotus Stand. Will you be joining them now? And well.
Change has come to the Garlean Empire, and we must discuss the implications.
The rumors are true, then? The War of Succession is ended?
I know this just started. Like, give me a second. Hello, I am back. Continue.
It is. A new emperor reigns in Garlemald.
Who?
The birth and all too rapid expansion of the Garlean Empire is commonly attributed to the strategic brilliance of Solus Zosgalvis, yet he did not rule alone. Several members of the royal household also distinguished themselves during his reign. Nevertheless, it was the eldest son who stood to inherit the throne, until his most untimely passing.
I thought us fortunate when I learned that the Emperor had died without naming a successor.
Would that the Garlean Empire had died with him.
'twas the grandson and his uncle who had the strongest claims, was it not?
Indeed, yet claims count for little without the power to assert them. High Legatus Varus ye Galvus is a respected military leader. Not so his uncle.
So young Varus has torn the crown from his uncle's grasp and taken his place at the head of the Empire.
Given the troubled nature of his succession, the new emperor will require time to seal his grip on power. Yet have no doubt but that he shall, for there are none left with strength enough to oppose him.
Since the success of Operation Archon, the remnants of the 14th Legion and the forces occupying Alamigo have done naught but fortify their positions. But you can be sure they'll be ready to march on us again, if their emperor gives the word.
When, not if. They say this Varus was so set upon Eorzean annexation that he spoke out against the Meteor Project.
Plainly, the new emperor's intentions are of great concern to us all. I propose that we set aside the Cartano dispute for the present, and discuss what measures the Alliance might take to prepare for a resumption of hostilities with Garlemald. Moreover, I move that we re-examine the question of how our former allies in Ishgard might be persuaded to retake their place at our side. Could Eorzea but stand as one, 'twould deal a grave blow to our enemies' ambitions.
It's all well and fine, but there's one nation that won't stand with us at all right now.
Well, I suppose we should be grateful that they have finally acknowledged the inevitability of Imperial attack. Who knows? They may even do something about it. If only the leaders of Ishgard would follow their example and stop hiding behind their gates, praying for the coming storm to pass them by. But that is a discussion for another time. At present, I am more concerned by the fact that the Alliance's mooted preparations will be made known to the Garleans many moons before their coming. So long as the Ivy eludes our grasp, no secret is safe.
It will not have escaped your notice that the nations of Eorzea are no nearer to being of one purpose, despite their protestations to the contrary. Plainly, the threat of resurgent Garlemald is not enough to stir them. And the reason for this? Deep-rooted mistrust amongst the citizenry. The nation's leaders can come to all the understandings they like, but their unity means little and less to the common folk. Take the Lamensians, for instance. Though Admiral Merle outlawed piracy over a decade ago, foreigners still picture the nation as a haven for grog-swilling, wooden-lead cutthroats. And likewise, the Gridonians are mocked as hermits who talk the tree. Hermits who talk the trees, and the Udons scaring as swindlers who worship corn. You know what? Honestly, these are all fair. These are all very fair. Not that such sentiments are entirely without grounds, exactly. Of course. Take the pillar of Udaz society. Teleji Adeleji, for example, but that is beside the point. The fact is that the people are wary of outsiders, whether they have cause to be or not. On that basis, one could argue that the conflict at Cartanu is a necessary evil. Each nation has its own warmongering faction that advocates the acquisition of Omega. In order to placate that, we present them something resembling warfare, and thereby curb their appetite for full-scale conflict. But enough idle musing. Let us speak of more pressing matters. The Ivy. Since we spoke at the observatorium, Captain Ilbert has further shortened his list of suspects. And by happy coincidence, the one he deems the most likely candidate is lately come to Gridonia. The hunt nears the end, Lucid. All that remains is the corner of our quarry. Seek out Ilbert near the Adder's Nest. He will give you the particulars. Should there be any developments in Corythus, you may be sure that I will send word without delay. In the meantime, I wish you success in apprehending the Ivy. I could have just took the warp thing, but it's fine. I'll just. It's this cool. A waste, but it's cool. My thanks for coming, Scion. Doubtless the commander has informed you, but we have unmasked the Ivy. From this point on, we must proceed with extreme caution. Here comes the trash outfits. None of these outfits look good. I'm gonna just keep it 100. None of these look. I'm gonna just go ahead and. That's not horrible. That looks like the one from before. I like this. I really like this. I'm getting that one. Okay. Listen well. The spy we have been seeking all this time is none other than the Flame Marshal, Elaine Rollel, Raban's second in command. Prior to joining the Immortal Flames, she was a mercenary of no small renown. They say her skill with a polearm had to be seen to be believed. Of Ishgardian birth, she is the highest ranked foreigner in the Immortal Flames, barring the Flame General himself, of course. When he formed the Grand Company, Raban chose people based on their worth. Whence they hailed was of no interest. The Monterians saw things differently, however. Having funded the enterprise, they reserved the right to reject candidates nominated for high-ranking positions. And 'twas no secret that they did not favor foreigners, Ishgardians especially, after the way the Holy See forsook their alliance. Yet the Monterians did not raise so much as a murmur or protest when Roel was appointed to her post. Passing strange, is it not? Could it be that the Ivy has some hold over the Monterians? But these revelations are secondary to our current mission. Of foremost interest to us is Roel's presence here now. As you may be aware, it is the duty of the Flame Marshal to command the Immortal Flames in the absence of the Flame General. While Raban attended the Council of Alliance Leaders, she should have remained in the Hall of Flames. The woman has no business being in Gridonia, yet here she is nonetheless, on some pretense. She is up to something, mark my words. Even as we speak, I have a dozen men trawling the Flames records for evidence of Roel's skill. But if we can catch her red-handed, we should have all the proof we need. Which brings me to the plan. I have people watching the city gates, the airship landing, and the docks. Every point of egress. She cannot leave without our knowledge. All that remains is her shadow. Is to shadow her until she betrays her true purpose. Can I rely upon your eyes, Scion? Facts. You have my thanks. Let us go then, and take care not to alert my quarry. I would like to say I think I'm a little too famous to not alert anybody of my presence. Well, let's head in the direction of the Blue Badger Gate. With me, Scion. So, Earl has entered the Caroline canopy. Meeting someone, perchance? Or could it be she means to board an airship? Pray, look for her within. If she is not on the upper floor, try to land in the area below. One of mine is stationed there, and she may have seen something. FMA is her name. I shall remain here in case Royal reappears. I was saying, am I tripping? I'll get down there. Lucy Navarra, such an unexpected pleasure. What brings you here? A social visit, you say? How pleasant. No, she didn't come this way. I've noticed every passenger and none bore any resemblance. Well, don't let me keep you. That glam is magical. 5 out of 5. Matter of fact, 6 out of 5. You ate that. Nowhere to be seen, you say? And you are sure she did not board an airship? She did not come back out either. Where in the 7 hells could she have gone? The Roost. How could I forget? Greetings, good sir. Might I interest you in some Montaigne tonic? A couple day imbues a man with great vigor, if you take my meaning. Perhaps another time, friend. Wait, that necklace. You're Shinobi Adoma. The woman you seek has left Cordonia by way of West Shore Pier. She was attired as a merchant, but these eyes were not so easily deceived. You may wish to take your search in the East Shroud. Rest assured that we shall continue to support you from the shadows. Them Domas be on it, boy. Length is 12 for the Domans. Were it not for their unique talents, Royal would have disappeared without a trace. Oh, this is the outfit, most definitely. Oh, this is the outfit. It eats so bad. And I can color it later too. I'm eating that, yeah. Oh wait, where Our hunt leads us to the East Shroud, Scion. I suggest we follow Royal's example and take the ferry from West Shore Pier. You doubtless wish to make certain preparations. See to them while I go ahead. I shall wait for you at Sweet Room Pier. Should I just take the... There's not a boat that goes from here. I think it only goes from like the thing. Dang, she dipped out all the way over there. He's over here, if I'm not mistaken. Ah, there it is. I'm going the right way? Question mark? I could have just took the, you know what? I'm going the long way. I'm going the right way, but I'm going the long way. This way, my friends. The quarry mates for the Hawthorne Hut. If Betrayal is truly the one we seek, we can expect that she means to make contact with the Guardian Masters there. An explanation is in order. You are no doubt aware that the Guardians have their own method of communicating over great distances. Well, our ingenious friends at Garland Ironworks have provided us with devices which disrupt these communications, and we have installed them around the city-states. In doing so, we have made it difficult that the Imperial agents to correspond with their masters. Betrayal would thus have no choice but to rendezvous with her Imperial contact directly. Yet, as a well-known face in the Immortal Flames, she cannot move about Thingland without being recognized. It would only be a matter of time before someone saw through her disguise. 'Tis for this reason, I believe that she has chosen the Black Shroud for a clandestine meeting. The others in are a common sight here, and her comings or goings are not like to turn any heads. As my scouts tell it, the Guardians have sent agents with a mind to destroy the devices and render such direct contact unnecessary. Fortunately, our shinobi have thus far been successful in rebuffing their efforts. That is it. We need only mate for Hawthorne's hut and catch Royal in the act. Waypoint it is. You know, this is like my mystery solving outfit, but only when I have the hat on. Without the hat, it's just the style. My people report that the quarry has departed for the Bramble Patch. The Ivy returns to the Gnaws whence she came, but perhaps it is all for the better. To convict someone of her standing would require damning evidence against her. What could be better than to catch her in the act when she meets with the Guardian Masters? My countrymen and I shall lie in wait in the shadows. Tread warily, my friends. Just beyond, Betrayal is in a conversation with an individual clad in the manner of an adventurer. An imperial intermediary, no doubt. This is it. With me. Flame Marshal Eileen Royale, you are under arrest for treason and espionage. You were followed? You bloody fool. Damnation. Try something. I dare you. Try something. I dare you. You are on, my lady. I'm scarcely guard for battle, but if you wish to fight, you are welcome to try. What is the meaning of this, Captain? Would you arrest me for strolling in the Twelveswood? When I last looked, there was no crime, and neither was conversing with passing strangers. You would feign ignorance, then? Very well. If you think of something to say, there will be plenty of time to say it later. Now, come quietly, or I shall make you wish you had. I will offer no struggle. After all, I have naught to hide. Wise choice, because honey, the way I would have took you down, I would not have felt good about it, but it still would have happened. Even a warrior of Betrayal's renown could not have hoped to escape by force. Despite her claims, her surrender does not bespeak innocence, but an awareness of her position unattainable. When the ivy dust uprooted, it has been hoped that the tendrils she intertwined around the motor flames will gradually wither and die. Mayhap then the people of Uda will have the grand company they deserve. But let us speak of the present. If I may ask, what will you do now, Lucid? So the Scions seek a way into the Iceheart's sanctum. Then I dare say you are eager to return to the Rising Stones. Pray, do not let me keep you. Fear not, my countrymen and I shall tend to the aftermath. You need not waste your talents here. And speaking of talents, have you considered training in the art of Shinobi? You have the aptitude for it. I mean, I believe so. Please give it some thought. But till next time, my friend. She did not have to plug like that. That was such a shameless plug. Like, what? She did not. And yes, I have thought about being a ninja, but ninjas can't heal, okay? Ninjas cannot heal. They don't have any healing ninjas. You know, I don't know, think about it. Why don't they make like a ninja, like a healing based ninja class? There are like ninja healers. I'm speaking from Naruto knowledge, so there's that. But I mean, technically it's a thing. It is a thing. Oh, this outfit, this skirt, that material, that colors. What is the hair too? You know what? 5 out of 5. You ate that. And I'm not just saying that because you kind of match me. Welcome back, Lucid. I understand that Alphino had a task for you. May I ask what it was? Follow people. Charges of treason and espionage against Alien Royale? I can scarce believe it. Could there not have been some manner of misunderstanding? No, it avails us not to dwell on it. Whatever the truth may be, we must trust to the authorities to uncover it. Let us speak of another matter. I am pleased to report that we have made progress in our efforts to find a way into Iceheart's sanctum. As you may recall, Iceheart used the Aetheryte in the depths of the snow cloak to teleport a short distance to the west, most likely to the sanctum of some description. It is there that we suspect she means to summon Shiva using the crystal she stole from the House Hortense caravan. The heretics believe that they are bringing about the second coming of their patron saint, but if, as we suspect, they mean to hold a summoning ritual of the kind employed by the beast tribes, it seems likely that the result would be something more akin to a primal. Suffice it to say, they must be stopped, and stop them we shall. But first, we must surmount the obstacle Iceheart has placed on our path. Ordinarily, it would be a simple matter to tap into the established Aetheryte and thereby follow our quarry. However, despite our best efforts, we have been unable to ascertain the situation and the position of the Aetheryte to which she teleported. Our prevailing theory is that she destroyed the second Aetheryte upon arrival, a recklessness, desperate measure, but also an effective one. After discussing the matter of the length with Iriange, we have concluded that we lack the expertise to develop a solution, which is why we have called upon the aid of one who does possess such expertise, a colleague of ours who is currently en route to Revenant's Toll for Charlian. She should be arriving within an hour, in fact. Since you are here, mayhap you come welcome her together. I am certain she would appreciate the gesture. Let us make our way to the northern gates and await her coming. Yeah, I might as well just teleport to the thing because it's gonna take me like 2 years to actually come out the thingy. Is that a paper airplane?
Minfilia, am I right?
None other. I bid you welcome to Revenant's Toll, and thank you for traveling so far on such short notice.
As if I could ever say no to Urianger.
Moonbreeder is an accomplished Charlian scholar and an authority on Aetheryte technologies. She has played an invaluable role in our search for a means to capture Ascian souls.
Charmed, I'm sure.
Hello. Let us return to the Rising Stones at once. Then we have much to discuss.
gods, it's been ages!
Oh, longer, sister.
A joyous reunion indeed.
Well, of course it is. Moon and I are like twin sisters.
Save in appearance and aptitude.
The amount of shade.
Everyone, if I could have your attention. We have with us an esteemed guest who has come from Sharlayan to assist us. I bid Moonbreeder join us here that she might share with us her extensive knowledge of Aetherites. Also, as many of you are already aware, she has been overseeing our research into white auracite, a sample of which she has been good enough to bring with her.
Well, I had to come, didn't I? You'd have to be bloody daft to turn your nose up at a chance like this. Where better to conduct my final tests than a land so steeped in ether you can taste it?
'Tis plain the passage of the years hath done little to dampen thy youthful spirits. And nothing at all to reform thy youthful manner.
Oriange, where in the hells have you been hiding?
Unhand me.
It's not often I get to see this man uncomfortable, and I love it.
I come all this way, and that's what you have to say to me. I much preferred when you were pleading with me to drop everything and hurry to your side. What was it you said? None save thee can satisfy this need.
Go on.
Yo.
Thine artless attempts to misrepresent mine all too innocent motives do thee little credit. Mine intent, as well thou knowest, was but to impress upon thee the gravity of the circumstance. Lest thou doubt, a deiform entity shall shortly be summoned, save if thou and no other grantest my compeers thine aid.
You still haven't found it then, your missing Aetherite?
We have not, no. We know that Iceheart teleported to an Aetherite not far from the first, yet even after careful analysis, we could not locate the second beacon. We now suspect that the heretics destroyed the second Aetherite to impede our pursuit. Our allies continue to scour Snowcloak for Iceheart's sanctuary, but we have no guarantee that they will find it. Yet it must be found, for even now Iceheart prepares to call upon Saint Shiva.
I'm sorry, but if the Aetherite's been destroyed, then that's that. Although, you're absolutely sure she used the first Aetherite, are you? She didn't just use teleportation magics?
One of our own bore witness to her escape. I can say with absolute certainty that Iceheart used the Aetherite.
In that case, there might be a way, so long as the ethereal current is still flowing.
Truly? How?
We use the current to recreate the beacon. As you know, Aetherites are a bit like lighthouses. We use them to reconstitute our physical forms when crossing the ethereal sea. Without them, we'd lose all sense of direction and our essence would dissipate. However, we don't rely solely on these beacons. There are currents of ether which flow between them, currents which help guide us to our destination. Now, these currents will gradually dwindle away to nothing if an Aetherite is destroyed. But if even a sluggish flow remains, we could theoretically use it to direct a surge of concentrated ether towards the void left by the beacon, and thereby fill it up again.
Like opening the floodgates to fill a dry riverbed. Though, correct me if I'm wrong, but would we not need a veritable reservoir of ether?
In concert, we might manage to channel a sufficient volume, yet that is not my chief concern. To direct the flow of so great a volume of ether with the requisite precision would be a nigh impossible task in itself.
I barely succeeded in facilitating travel to an unattuned beacon. That which you describe sounds considerably more difficult.
And dangerous. Every person who has attempted to teleport in this fashion has died in the process. They, however, do not have white aura sight at their disposal. I can use it to channel all the ether you can give me into the aetherite. However, white aura sight cannot retain ether for an extended period of time, so we would need to infuse it immediately beforehand. Just so you know, I'd confidently give this plan better than even odds of success. And if the worst comes to worst, your people won't suffer.
Though it risked the lives of our best and brightest, we have not the time to seek other options. If the ethereal current still flows, we shall carry out Moonbreeder's plan.
That's the spirit. Let's roll the dice.
Alrighty then. So I think we're gonna go ahead and end the stream here. Feels like a pretty good stopping point, but more than likely I'll probably be on tomorrow evening. More than likely. But if you haven't already, definitely like, comment, subscribe, join the channel. I do these lives fairly often. Again, I stream Final Fantasy 14 quite often, mostly RPGs and stuff of that nature. So yeah, definitely do that. But again, if you like what you've seen, definitely subscribe and join Iampinkfuego. But with that being said, see you guys in our next stream.